The German president doesn't do election campaigns. The German president does make sporting appearances. The camera-friendly appearance in Berlin's Olympic Stadium just days before the presidential election was practically tailor-made for Horst Köhler to show he's easygoing yet performance-minded, while also displaying his desire to win. Of course, he would never say that directly. Mentioning the political race would violate the dignity of his office.
Today I'm not thinking of anything but the sports certificate.
Yet it's becoming increasingly difficult to distance himself from campaign rhetoric, even as a politically neutral head of state.
Let's have some more creative questions.
Gesine Schwan, the Social Democrat candidate seen here at the Green Party conference. For weeks now, just like Horst Köhler, Gesine Schwan has been making a large number of public appearances. She avoids direct comparisons, let alone attacks on the incumbent, but unlike the president, she can go on the offensive.
Dealing responsibly with all the energy resources at our disposal will be an essential element of my work. And to let me do this work, I sincerely ask you for all your votes.
An actor named Peter Sodan has also thrown his hat in the ring. But the candidate for the Left Party has little chance of gaining enough support. In the Federal Assembly, the race could be tight, just like 5 years ago. 1,224 delegates from the Bundestag and federal states will elect Germany's next president. In theory, Horst Köhler and Gesine Schwan have the same number of supporters. The Free Voter bloc could tip the scales. And prominent independent delegates that traditionally join the assembly could also be good for a surprise. Take Social Democrat appointed elector, national handball team coach Heiner Brandt. He could vote for Köhler, as his enthusiasm for Schwan seems limited.
I've never said that I want to vote for Ms. Schwan, but neither do I intend to reveal my intentions. I don't expect that anyone is going to pressure me in some way. It's the private decision of each individual.
Persuading the Federal Assembly is an unequal contest. Through his office, the president enjoys privileges that guarantee more publicity. A huge staff manages his appearances. 150 people work for the president. Gesine Schwan's means are more modest. Instead of the Olympic Stadium, she's seen at a shopping center. But the political scientist has turned a drawback into an asset. She can get closer to the people, and her ideas for a more just society have struck a nerve.
The professor had some very interesting ideas.
I am fully convinced if she became chancellor, she could do the job at least as well as Köhler could.
But it's the support of the parties, not the people, that she needs. In TV shows and visits to state parliaments, her small team tries to persuade voters in the rival camp to support her bid for presidency. There's no doubting her ambition.
It's an office that's up for grabs, and I can make it clear how I would execute it. So I don't need to pay attention to what the incumbent wants and doesn't want, or does or doesn't do.
Horst Köhler is doing one thing above all, pointedly ignoring the competition. In front of the German business community's Africa lobby, he once again displayed his economist's credentials, calling for new thinking in times of crisis and compensating his stolid manner with affection for Africa.
Some supposedly risky investments in Africa would have been far more secure than bonds from some Western investment banks everyone believed were safe.
So far, the strategy has been paying off. Gesine Schwan knows her strong suits are her fresh, down-to-earth approach and her eloquence. At this surprise party thrown by her students, the contest is already decided. Unfortunately for Schwan, the students here are not the electors in the Federal Assembly.